How do we humans acquire knowledge? Are we born with innate knowledge that we can later use logic and deduction in order to gain even more truths? Or is experience the sole source of knowledge? After a whole series on the philosopher René Descartes, it's high time to move on to the next philosopher. So stick around till the end of the episode to find out who that will be. After a very fun and interesting journey in the footsteps of René Descartes, I am very excited to move on to our next philosopher. And of course, before we begin that journey, I'm back here at this lovely place of Sofiero.
In choosing the next philosopher, I wanted it to be a somewhat opposing point of view from Descartes. Descartes is sometimes called the father of modern philosophy, for logical reasons, for he lit the fire of a discussion that would separate Great Britain from the continent, a separation that some people believe still to exist.
With Descartes, rationalism was born, and many philosophers on the continent would later follow in his footsteps. The core idea of rationalism is that there are some propositions which are true and knowable only by intuition, in which we later can use deductive reasoning and logic to further our knowledge. And for Descartes, this of course was cogito ergo sum, which later became his foundation for all other knowledge.
But if we can know something only by intuition alone, then that has to be innate knowledge, right? Knowledge that we are born with. Plato is also famous for believing in this idea, or well, Socrates as well. And for them, knowledge is recollection. When we die, we get a glimpse of the world of forms, which our knowledge is based upon, and before we are reborn into the world, we are forced to drink from the river of Lethe and forget our past lives and what we have seen in the world of forms. And then we are reincarnated into our new lives, where we can recollect what we have forgotten of the world of forms.
Our next philosopher in line thought that the idea of innate knowledge was preposterous. He is famous for believing that us humans are born as clean slates, a tabula rasa, which he called it.
He argued that even if there was such a thing as innate knowledge, it would be more or less useless for us.
So if there is no innate knowledge, and we're born as clean slates, then of course experience is the only source of knowledge. Do you know which philosopher I'm talking about? Leave a comment down below and let's see who'll figure it out first. He is sometimes considered to be the first British empiricist, which isn't really fair, for he followed in the footsteps of Francis Bacon. And he is also called the father of liberalism because he wrote a lot about political philosophy as well. And some of his ideas are even reflected in the American Declaration of Independence. Oh well, have you figured it out yet? Well, here it goes. The next philosopher is John Locke. Was it easy? Did you figure it out? Oh well, I am super excited that I will be traveling to England to record these episodes. And in the usual fashion, I will start with an episode depicting his life and then move on to his philosophy. So make sure to subscribe so you don't miss that. Doing all the reading and planning for these episodes will of course take a lot of time. But in the meantime, I'll post some episodes about other various philosophical topics. So, I'll see you guys soon. Take care until the next one.